The Precision 6, the newest model in Nike's precision range, offers gripping traction that performs admirably, especially given the price. The shoe is a budget model, so the cushioning isn't technologically advanced. Although there is limited impact protection, it is sensitive. Although the materials are not very unique, they are comfortable and don't interfere with performance. The shoe shines when it comes to support. Despite being a cheap shoe, reviewers said the support and lockdown exceeded their expectations. Overall, all gamers on a budget should think about purchasing the Nike Precision 6. It performs well in areas other than cushioning. The brand new Precision 6 basketball shoes now available. They have a mesh top with synthetic leather, which gives them style and mobility. For maximum safety, it has a round toe. It has a cushioned collar and front laces for a personalized fit. It has a quilted, quick-drying liner inside. It has a completely removable, cushioned insole that can be cleaned. Ankle mobility is enabled by the low neckline. Its grippy, long-lasting rubber outsole. Create space, make a sharp turn, and shoot off the dribble with the Nike Precision 6. It is intended to give rapid players the ability to alter speeds and directions while maintaining control. The flexible low top, with its plush collar and tongue and enhanced herringbone traction, enables you to maximize your abilities while upping the game's tempo. Game-long comfort. The soft foam on the collar and tongue adds to the comfort around the ankle and the top of the foot, which are sensitive areas. For speed, sculpted. The molded foam midsole feels soft and supportive and offers padding for the constant movement of the game. Obtaining quick cuts traction. Herringbone traction offers multi-directional grip, which is perfect for athletes that rely on their speed and agility. In order to provide you with traction on your edges, the rubber wraps around the sides of the forefoot. Protect your fit. You can stay safe in your shoes and avoid distractions thanks to the updated lace location and mid-foot webbing loops. Ankle motion is enabled by the low collar. A clear cutout in the foam helps lighten it. Perhaps the nicest aspect of the Nike Precision 6 is the traction. The shoe's sole has two distinct traction patterns and is divided down the middle. One is a radial pattern, and the other is a distorted herringbone pattern. The shoe bites the court nicely and gives multi-directional coverage. The traction should hold up well outside because the rubber composition is also on the harsher side, and the pattern has retreated. One thing to keep in mind is that the traction pattern has a number of nubs on the medial side. The most of the traction will hold up outdoors, but those probably won't. The sneaker's foam cushioning was as good as you could hope for in a cheap Nike shoe. I enjoyed the padding, but that could have been because I had such low expectations before entering. Although the cushioning is responsive, there is some bounce, notably in the heel. The shoe was by no means sloppy or stiff, and I could play on any surface for more than 2 hours without becoming tired. I believe that larger, heavier players might not really appreciate the arrangement, while lesser guards might really appreciate these, especially when used as a backup or beater shoe. The shoe's materials are definitely its weakest point. But to be fair, these days you can't really expect much more from a $1.75 sneaker. The upper is primarily made of textile, with some fused parts and a stylish iridescent swoosh. On the tongue, there is, I assume, a Precision 6 logo, and there are some simple laces as well. Even though the materials are really inexpensive, I truly value the little touches that Nike put. You can wear the shoe in whichever size you often do because it fits perfectly. Although the soft textile upper doesn't require any break-in time, the support of the shoe is marginally impacted by its softness. The assistance is simple but efficient. The large forefoot of the shoe has a big outrigger that gives it a stable base. Additionally, the upper of the shoe has a number of lace wires that force your foot into the footbed. However, there is little torsional support, and on some movements that are more violent, the upper is simply insufficient to keep your foot in place. When I was playing, this only sometimes occurred, and even then it wasn't a big deal. But if you have a tendency to plant your feet firmly when cutting or changing directions, you might prefer something with more support.